Alan-Merrill. You know what came on shuffle in my iPod on my walk over here today?
What's
and I'm
that?
so happy I'm remembering. Britney Spears singing your song.
Is this thing on?
Yeah.
That's what she says when she starts the song.
Yeah. That's right. She does.
Is this thing
Yeah.
on?
It says it right on it.
Yeah.
I have it. It just played on my way over here today.
She does the same little laugh that I do.
I
in my
love
version.
Britney Spears.
Now,
When she goes, I do. He must have been about 17.
She
Covered it.
No,
But she did the same thing. She mimicked it.
Her
I think
A&R
that's
man, Steve Lund, said that before she recorded the song, she sat in the studio and listened to my version with headphones on. And that was very flattering to think a young Britney Spears is sitting there cross-legged on the floor listening to me. Love it.
Well, you're the shit, man. Alan-Merrill. So what's going on? What's this?
This is the Club Sensation, where I will be in Tokyo
Cool.
in November.
November what?
November the 13th, I'm doing a solo acoustic set. And
Nice.
November 14th, the band back set. My band is Tensaw,
Cool.
a great band. And then I'm back at the same club, the Club Sensation, in
Where is that?
Yokohama. It's just like sort of suburb of Tokyo. And the 27th, I'm doing a band back show.
Can you take like a subway there to Yokohama
Oh
from
yeah,
Tokyo?
yeah. There's a train there.
Yeah, how far is the train?
45 minutes. Half
Oh,
hour,
it's that
45
far. So
minutes.
it's like going far out in Brooklyn.
Sort of, yeah, an outer borough.
I gotta say, I went on YouTube, you know, on Facebook, and Alan, you posted one that was so amazing. It was a video, a film of him getting ready, going through the whole setup of the gig, and the crowds in this it's a huge space, a huge concert.
Because he's big in Japan.
I was
Well-
just blown away, but it was walking. He was walking with the camera, just like very natural, and all the ins and outs and up the stairs, and it was just, I loved it. I loved it. Did you film that?
No, I have a tour manager called Jun Kaneko, who she seems to document everything that I do,
Good.
which is kind of cool.
It's very cool. Yeah.
See, because I remember when I met you and you said, you know how people say they're big in Japan? Well, I really am big in Japan.
Not only that, I was the first
so
to
cute.
be big, first foreigner to be big in the domestic market over there, which, you know, I opened the gates for a lot of people to follow.
Oh my gosh, what do you have? Well, I got to tell everybody again. I was a video girl in the '80s in Alan-Merrill's.
Yeah, she was my
Hard-hearted.
And they reconnected on
my
rew-and-who.
girlfriend in the video.
And she says, "I want you to come on as the Who." And well, who's on? Alan-Merrill. Alan-Merrill. 20 years later, there he was. And I got to say,
And now they're friends on Facebook and talk to each other every day.
So at his career, and
She looks younger now than she did in the video. It's
well, I was
amazing.
brunette. I was brunette too. I had a million hair colors, but his mother and father are huge. Tell us just real
Jazz,
quick.
yeah. It's Helen Merrill's my mom, and Aaron
Helen
Sachs is my father, who was with Benny Goodman and Earl Hines.
It's in his genes so thoroughly.
Yeah, well, I was never going to do anything else, I guess.
I know.
You
And your
know.
mother is beautiful. I
Thank
looked at
you.
her stuff and I was like, yeah, she's just gorgeous, this woman.
She's doing a photo session right now.
She's really, really
I
gorgeous.
just pulled her up.
Very pretty.
Thanks.
And very talented.
And the reason I changed my name from Alan Sachs to Alan-Merrill was in Japan when they said Alan Sachs, it sounded like alien sex.
Oh, isn't that a band? Alien Sex Fiend.
The demographic I was being pitched to were girls between the ages of 8 and 14, and that wouldn't fly.
They didn't like
Back
that.
in those days. Today
Aaron.
it might.
Aaron.
Alan Sex. Yeah, bye.
So, is Japan your next big thing? I mean, that's a pretty big thing. You've
Japan-
gone to Japan a lot.
And I'll be
It's so
at
big.
Bar Amrita on the 29th. It's a celebrity hangout, and I'm being featured there. Sort of my goodbye party.
Now, mostly in Tokyo, that's where you're.
Most of my
Center?
shows are in Tokyo, but I've toured every town that has a stage in Japan. I think.
Really?
Yeah. My band Vodka Collins used to go out on the road for 2.5 months.
Vodka Collins.
Yeah, that was the group, Vodka Collins.
Now, are they still together working without you?
No,
Or?
actually, our drummer died about a year and a half ago.
I remember that. What
I
was
did a
his
show,
name again?
Hiroshi Oguchi.
It was like a mentor for you in many
Well,
ways.
we sort of came up in the same group sounds era, and he was with a group called the Tempters. I was a solo artist in 1969 there in Japan,
And you were how old? I mean, you were just a baby in
I was
those days.
I guess I was around 17.
Did you go there from London?
No, I came from New York. and my mother had remarried to the vice president of UPI.
Well, we like that.
And
supports the career.
And I moved over to Japan from New York, and I was already doing music in New York at the Cafe Wa, and playing a lot of different other places, you know, places when we made money in New York.
Right.
Playing
Those
places.
days.
And yeah, it was great fun, and I just went to Japan and carried on doing music there. I didn't think it was unusual, but as history bears out, I was the first foreign domestic market pop star there, just because I was there.
Think of this.
Right place, right time.
He's huge. This is before. This is the beginning of when Japan started
By
making
the time.
true stars out of American musicians and big money and big concerts and the people over there love it. He sings in Japanese.
I do have hits in Japanese.
So I heard, you know Liz Fair?
Yes.
She just covered the song I'm Turning Japanese, I
Oh,
really
really?
think so. Someone told me that. Yeah.
This is my Live in Japan album.
Yay!
What's
The
it-
Alley Cat, Live in Japan.
And what does it mean?
It's Alley Cat is my nickname.
Oh, Alley Cat is.
As a I had a talk with Nick Zed, who's an underground filmmaker, and he said, you know, your name is kind of like Peter Frampton. Alan-Merrill. It's got no zing to it. You need a
You got no singing.
You need a nickname. So I took this nickname Alley Cat, which
That has a lot of things.
yeah, and it's kind of
I love it.
modern and
So cute. Is that the Japanese kitten?
the kitten on the cover,
Animal?
which I'm wearing here on my lapel.
Yours
Just
looks
be
like
careful.
that.
Anyway, it's called a dorobo neko, which means a heart thief cat.
It's lucky, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's lucky.
It's lucky
So,
when you can steal hearts.
all right. So in the vein of luck, if you feel like giving a skeleton, I know you've given some before, but take a trick or treat.
Okay.
Take a trick or treat. Just dig in. Don't look.
What did I
Oh,
get?
you got a whole box of hearts, man.
Sweethearts. I like this.
That's for you.
My skeleton this time. I've told a lot. I have a whole morgue.
Yay.
So we'll go.
we like
We'll go
that.
to this. Okay. Once there was. I lived in Japan since 1968, so this could have happened at any time. I'm not giving a time frame. But there's an all-night, 24-hour restaurant called Sara, S-A-R-A, in just off of the Aoyamadori as you're coming from Nishiazabu crossing. And
Can you visualize it as you're saying
oh
it?
yeah, I see the
Did you
restaurant.
read Memoirs of a Geisha by any chance?
Yes.
Was it like that? Is it? I'm seeing that like as you're talking.
Well,
like,
I think my experience was with an American who was a porn star. I didn't know she was a porn star
That's
until
sort of a little
afterwards.
like a geisha. I mean, some geishas. Not porn stars, but, you know, they dust the water off the glass when he sets it down.
Well,
Yes, yes.
Her name was Annabelle Dane, and she's retired, and she's become all religious, so it's not her real name, so it doesn't matter. It's just her movie name. She was in the award-winning movie Fresh Meat.
Yeah.
in the vein of.
And she was in the
what was
film.
it? Funky,
This
funky
one was
pussy, balls in the bathroom.
She was in the. She was the star of the film Booty Queen.
Booty Queen. I
So,
like
you
that.
know,
I'm jealous.
She had some box
I
covers.
never got to see
Anyway, we had dinner at this place, Sarah,
You still
and
have time. You're not dead yet, Jeff.
she suggested going upstairs from the restaurant and doing the deed in
With you.
the hallway, where there's the sort of stairwell.
People?
Well, no. It's a closed hallway. So there's an elevator and there's an option for stairs. It was in the
Spiral
stairwells,
staircase?
yeah. So anyway, we're doing the
Take
thing.
notes, Avi.
We're doing the thing. I'm not going to get specific, but she goes, oh, and the door opens and it's the handyman because it's 6 a.m. and he wants to sweep up, and he goes. In Japanese, he says, no, take your time. I'll come back in a little while. It's so polite. The Japanese are so polite.
Did he bow?
I love it. Yeah, he did. He did a little bit.
That's good.
What I noticed, I was busy at the time. That's another skeleton.
Now, can I ask you?
Wait, was that the one you were starting?
What?
Were you starting that skeleton, or did we make a change?
No.
That was it.
Yeah.
Okay, that was good. Here, pick
It was
another.
above.
You got
that was-
another treat.
That was above the restaurant
Yeah.
called Sara, S-A-R-A.
Oh, what'd you get?
It looks like nail polish.
It could be drugs.
Purple.
Yeah,
This is-
purple.
this is
Oh,
breast
thanks for
awareness.
reminding. Yeah.
Go ahead.
And it's also, someone told me that you're wearing, I wore purple today, and they said purple is being worn on this day
That's
for
right.
anti-bullying. There's like a
Oh.
whole bully thing. It's anti-what?
It's for gay people.
Being
Remembering the
bullied.
Remember the gay people who died, and also.
Like Herbert Hoover? We love, he died on this day, October 20th. He's flying around in the room. He's probably wearing a lot of purple right now.
Jeff Gannon's still alive.
Wait.
Wait. Oh, yeah. He wants. But back.
No, Herbert.
Do the thing. But back to the hooker.
Oh, Edgar was the.
This lady-
You're right. You're right.
Sex with her then.
She
Was
wasn't.
she-
You're right.
She wasn't
Special
a
about it?
hooker then.
We'll change the history of
Did she
them.
have any special tricks, so to speak?
Tricks?
She was a true nymphomaniac.
Really?
Oh, sounds good to you, right?
We all go.
I mean, we all. I say to guys, be careful what you wish for.
You don't say that to
Because
girls?
I was very thin during this relationship.
He burned a lot of
Yeah.
You know, Valley of the Dolls, it all goes back to that. Neely,
double
you know,
six-pack.
did you ever read Valley of the Dolls?
Yes.
My daughter had me read that. She read it first. I was like, oh my God, you read this book? And it was so good. But the Neely thing, it's like whenever she was gaining weight, she was like, I need to find a lover.
That's
I
true.
know, and that's true.
That's what Errol Flynn used to do. He used to go find lovers before he made a movie.
Oh.
And he'd take off 15 pounds.
All right, we'll be right back for a little more of Alan-Merrill on
Thank you,
REW&wHO
thank you.
on 10/20/2010.